Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Byrne. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I want to offer you an apology tonight. I've stood before you for almost 2 years, and I've talked about various topics. I've addressed you about the turnover rate. I've addressed you about the expenses related to that. I talked to you about the salaries and how your district compares. I talked to you about the employees' benefits being cut. And yet, I don't think my message was delivered. I wasted your time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll do better. I'll do better. As I talk to you, I want to make it really clear. I'm with United Educators, and I will always be advocating for teachers. Our focus is that teachers should be encouraged and supported. Teachers should be very well compensated. Teachers should not be overburdened. And teachers should always have a valued voice. All my topics will fall into one of those categories every time we speak. No exception. Mr. Shor had made some comments, and I want to give him credit. Before this meeting this evening, he came and we spoke, and we agreed we can disagree, but we can also speak. Mr. Shor talked to me about, or he spoke at the other meeting, speaking of the idea of principle and principle. And he said I was speaking with principle with P-A-L. Well, I'm an educated man, and I understand that pal is a friend. But I want to make it clear to every board member, and Mr. Shor included, that the people that I was grouped with, I have never met. And if he's replying to Mr. Fleming, we had one phone call when he was a candidate for the school board, and our association issued a questionnaire, and I called him for clarification. We may have shaken hands, and I apologize. I don't know if we ever have, sir.
We did.
All right, so we've shaken hands. We've gone that far. But there's not been any relationship beyond that. His counsel occasionally works for us, but it's seldom. But I have a relationship there. The other gentleman prior to these comments, we had not exchanged phone calls, emails, conversations. So I want to stand before you tonight and say I'm speaking from principle, P-L-E, that I'm going to advocate for teachers every time. No exception. If you feel I violate this at any time, call me on it. Call me on it. The attorneys for the association were livid. We're livid. So this is an attack on us.
Mr. Hayenga, can you wrap it up in 30 seconds,
I'll be more
please?
than happy to.
Thank you.
To demonstrate that I want to operate on principle with PLE. I've told our attorneys, no, we're not going there. All we would do is squander money that this district needs and these teachers need. Because it's a classic union tactic to tie the attorneys up and run the bill through the roof so that it's so expensive you will deal with the union next time. But we're not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. I know what your financials are. You know what your financials are. We're not going there. We're going to take the high road. So, Mr. Shor, I look forward to many a good conversation with you. Thank you.
I do too.
Thank you, sir.